Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're watching this video, I imagine you are judging parliamentary debate at either tournament I am helping work at, or you may not know me at all and you're just curious about judging parliamentary debate in your own area. Well, regardless, welcome and thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be able to have these tournaments. So with you, our students are allowed to compete, and that what makes you awesome. So I'm going to be going over what Parley looks like, the format of the round, the kinds of topics you'll get, and ultimately how you might want to take notes on Parley. But first and foremost, let's talk about the topics you're going to get. Now, Parley is a unique event in speech and debate because, unlike other debate events, speakers get the topic sometimes weeks, months, or even like almost a full year in advance. Parliamentary debate, they get the topic 20 minutes before the round, and as a result, they should be more focusing on how well they speak, how good they speak, how well they speak, how confident they are, and how they're able to get across their arguments in a very little amount of time of preparation. So first, we should note that Parley has three different kinds of topics you're going to get. So in Lincoln Douglas, you have value-based debate, which is we care about ethics and morals and values and all that good stuff. In public forum, we care about fact-based debate. So is this thing true? Is this thing good or bad overall? And then in policy debate, we look at questions of policy. So should we implement this plan? And if so, how should we implement it? What is the best way to implement a plan? In Parley, you get all of it. Yeah, that's right. You get every single kind of debate topic. So it's going to change round to round. So one round you could have something related to a fact debate about, I don't know, Supreme Court justices, whether or not their lifetime appointment is good. And then you could lead to a policy debate that has to do about, I don't know, implementing a carbon tax. And then you can end with a value debate based off of, what we should do with, for example, the Lincoln Douglas topic right now is having to do with, in a democracy, does compulsory voting ought to be mandatory, right? So you can see that there's going to be a variety of different topics you're going to get. Just make sure that you pay attention to what the topic is for that particular round. Your competitors will have that. So just know that the competitor's getting the topic only 20 minutes before you do. So that's going to be a big function in how they debate. Now let's actually look at the format of the round. So in parliamentary debate, over here on the left, we have the technical names for these speeches. Parliamentary debate, the term parliamentary comes from sort of a European British style sort of a thing. So they have really fancy names like prime minister, leader of the opposition. For your judging purposes, knowing the names of these speeches isn't super important. It's good to know, for, maybe great for trivia. For the debaters, they're going to probably know the names of these speeches, but even then, some debaters might not know the names of the speeches. The things that really matter is how long the speeches are. So the very first speech is going to be a 7-minute speech that is delivered by the prime minister, the proposition team, or the affirmation team. So the team that is going first, they're going to give that speech. So they're also sometimes called the government. They have a bunch of different names, but pretty much they're saying we agree with the topic. Then you have the opposition, or that's normally the name that they're called. The opposition will give an 8-minute speech. And then following that 8-minute speech by the opposition or the negation, you have, again, another 8-minute speech, but this time by the government or the affirmation or the proposition, whatever you want to call them. It will be 8 minutes long. And then you have, again, a negation speech of 8 minutes. So if you'll notice, it starts 7-minute aff, 8-minute neg, 8-minute aff, 8-minute neg, if you're used to that terminology, that nomenclature. And then this is where Parley might be a little weird for some of us, is the opposition then has a 4-minute rebuttal speech. So if you have seen policy debate, this isn't unfamiliar to you. But in Parley, you'll see that the opposition or negation has 2 speeches in a row. They have an 8-minute speech and a 4-minute speech. And then you finally have a 5-minute rebuttal. So in these first 4 speeches, they're pretty much opening speeches. They're constructives, which means we're creating the case. We're adding information into the debate. And then these final speeches are rebuttals. It's sort of the last word on each side, summarizing what has been said so far in the round and telling you, the judge, why you should vote for them. A thing to note that is unique in Parley, and I'm gonna pause for dramatic effect because I hope that you will pay attention to it, is that unlike Lincoln Douglas or Public Forum, if you've seen any of those rounds, there is a set time for cross-examination, right? One speaker can ask the other speaker questions and try to prove them wrong. But in parliamentary debate, we have what's called a point of information, which means that a speaker of the other side, in the middle, and I'm going to be very clear, in the middle of an opponent's speech, will give some indication that they want to have a question. In a virtual environment, the way that I've seen many tournaments are doing it, they may hold up a sign with their name, or they may have their hand raised feature on if they're using NSD Campus or Zoom. That can only be done in the middle part of the speech, and what I mean by that is the first and last minute of each of those speeches is protected time in the first 4 speeches. So from here, from minutes 2 to 6 or 1 to 6, I could ask questions if I wanted to. Now, one thing to note is that the speaker doesn't have to accept every single question. In fact, they probably won't accept every single question. Usually as a judge, you might look for them to accept one question at least, just so that it shows they're willing to engage the other side. But that may not happen. How you evaluate that is up to you. If it really sways your impact in the round or how you think people did. So again, just wrapping this part up, you have a 7-minute affirmation or opening or government or proposition speech, whatever you want to call that side. 8-minute negation speech, 8-minute 8-minute negation, and then another 4-minute negation, and then a 5-minute. So as you'll notice here, the affirmation and negation all speak total the same amount of time, so it is fair in that regard. Like I said for the Lincoln Douglas video, we sometimes will start with the affirmation, the in this case the government or the prime minister, and we may end with the affirmation as well, because the affirmation is at a structural disadvantage because the first time that someone gets to respond to someone is the negation. So the way that we balance that out in debate for the sake of fairness is the affirmation also gets the last word. I also encourage you to try to take some notes. So this is a template that I just found online. The speech times are wrong. But you can see that there's 6 lines and you can take different notes for each of the speeches. If you want to do this in person, like by writing on hand on a blank sheet of paper, that's how a lot of debaters will do it. They'll have like one side be the affirmation case and one side be the negation case. So again, just summarizing everything, Parley is a limited prep event. Students only get the topic 20 minutes before the round. They may have topics that have to do with facts, values, or policy measures. They will let you know before the round what the topic is. Hopefully the tournament will let you know as well. And then this is the basic structure of the round. Unlike other debate events, parliamentary has no prep time, so you must go from one speech to the other speech. So Parley rounds run fairly quickly, which is, I know, a reason why some people like judging them. And then finally, whatever note-taking method is best for you is how you're going to want to take notes for today. Again, thank you so much for judging. Without you, no tournament can run. So thank you so much for judging, and hopefully this helped give you some information about how to judge parliamentary debate.